station of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We really appreciate you being with us each and every day. Market-wise out here, we have the Dow off 25, Nasdaq's off 2, S&Ps are up a point. Gold, all-time highs. Gold's up 28 bucks at 16.73. Silver's up $1.57. Bonds are up another half a point at 131.09. Dollars down 42. Pretty wild, right?
Gold's going to 1,700.
You know, it's interesting. When it did take out that swing yesterday, 1723 is gain, which is percentage-wise right now. That's not going to be hard. That's not going to be hard to do, because what you do have is because we're dealing with a large number, gold's still only up 1.7%.
Yeah,
at 28 bucks. It seems like a lot, but
Yeah, I can tell that. I mean, whenever we've had these, we get to these different levels where gold starts hitting these all-time highs.
Yeah.
And then the packages just flood into us.
I saw them all yesterday.
Oh yeah, yesterday, today, and so so.
And if you want to move that gold out, folks, give Steve a call.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether it's bullion or jewelry, you know, and so you can tell we're, and what happens is we get up towards those highs, and then it'll fall back off.
Right.
We'll see what happens.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, so check this out. Folks, Steve's newsletter, myself, TFNN in general is about probabilities, right?
Absolutely.
And my son sent me this article today, right?
Yeah.
This is amazing, folks, okay? This is absolutely amazing. Let me pull this up, okay? Because for all the folks in Massachusetts, they're going to probably know about this, okay? So check it out. It's about the lottery.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now
I've heard this story. I think. Yeah,
okay.
I think so. I think so.
So picture this. So Massachusetts lottery, folks, is a huge lottery. I mean, there's plenty of gamblers in Massachusetts. Period. Okay. And of course, you have MIT in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there is 3 separate groups. This is in the Boston Globe today. There's 3 separate groups.
Yeah.
And the way that this works is this: is that what the story is about is that it's about this one group. It's a husband and wife. They're 70 years old.
Okay. Yeah.
And Massachusetts folks, they have this game that if the $2 million is not won within a month, what ends up happening is that they call it cash windfall.
Okay.
And they break the numbers down, so you have a 3-day window, and they accelerate the numbers that win, whether it's 3 numbers, 4 numbers, 5 numbers, versus the 6 numbers.
Oh, really? That's how it's done.
So what ends up happening is that they give bigger prizes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, bottom line is that statistically, these folks figured out that they're winning. Period.
They got to something like about a 70% probability, or something like that?
I think it's only like 55. But,
really?
But what happens is that if you trade over $100,000, right, you win. Period. No doubt about it. So what the article's about is, the bottom line is that, so picture this: you have this little store, right, and it's Billy's Beer and Wine Store. This is how this thing came out.
Yeah.
And he's in Sutherland, which is basically in the middle of nowhere in Massachusetts. Bottom line is that he used to sell $47 worth of lottery tickets a day, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, in walks this lady. And she turns around. She's 70-something years old.
Yeah.
And she sits at the counter, right? And first day, whacks off $100,000 worth of tickets.
Yeah.
Comes back the next day and does another 100,000. Comes back the next day and does another 100,000. Bottom line is that what they did is that they went to the lottery, and they found that there's 3 separate groups in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
That buy half the tickets, right? And they're always winners.
Yeah.
And they're not going to change it.
Right? There's nothing they can do about it.
No,
right?
it's a game, and they're not going to change the game. So the amazing part about it, so check this out. You can imagine after this come out today, how many other groups are going to be out there, bottom line, doing the same. And it's big money. Okay, so they know that as of right now, they've already claimed, let's see, they've already claimed 600,000, I believe. that they know of. What they don't know of is that the average ticket is from $802 to $24,821.
Wow.
That's but what statistically is where it's at.
A friend of mine was telling me about this a couple days.
Yeah.
John up in Jackson, he was telling me about this on the drive back. And I was hearing the story, and I was trying to figure out in my head,
right?
How is it that these folks are winning? How did they How did they get the probabilities?
How did they figure it out?
Up there? Because any of the lotteries here in Florida,
right?
You've got a better chance of getting struck by lightning.
No, absolutely.
I think
That's right.
And I'm hearing the stories saying, how do you got to have some, you really have to have confidence in your probability study to be dropping 300, 400 grand.
That's right.
On one ball, or 5 balls, 6 balls, whatever.
These are all $2 tickets, folks. Well, what ends up happening is this: the probability. They first off, they have to tell you what the probability is in the lottery.
Yeah.
So the probability doesn't change. What changes is the payoff for 3 numbers, 4 numbers, and 5 numbers. That's what changes in that 3-day streak, if, in fact, there's not a winner at the $2 million. Now, there's only been one winner in 7 years of the $2 million. That's why they're all into this deal.
Cool.
Isn't that wild?
Cool. Absolutely.
You gotta love it, man. So, market-wise out here, we can see Dow's off 29, NASDAQ is flat, S&Ps are up a couple bucks. Gold, as you were just saying, bottom line is at up $29. This is going to get interesting as to what exactly. Let me just see what kind of contract volume we got out here. So we're at 102,000 contracts. That's a big one because it had 158 yesterday. So that's 1723. It can pop that baby.
So when you kind of try to put this into perspective, the dollar's pulling back today. Right, so we've got the dollar pulling back today. You've got gold going up. Now that correlation hasn't been 1-to-1 here in a while.
It goes off and on, right?
Okay, and so we're taking a look at yesterday as being a cycle date,
right?
Okay, as being a turn date. We had the markets do really what we wanted to, which was come down into us just to get a better reward to risk on our probability.
Yes.
So we got that.
Right.
You take a look at the lead dog in the hunt right now. When you take a look at the 4 indexes, is the NASDAQ.
Yes.
It's retraced the lease.
Right.
It's got a perfect Gartley pattern. It's a 1.618 expansion. So it's I think watching the NASDAQ is going to give us a real good clue whether or not this cycle date, whether or not this pattern is going to work. Because in the case of the NASDAQ, when it's at a 0.786 retracement area, it's pretty close. 2660 is the exact number if you go down to the lows that we made going back to June 16th.
Okay.
So if that Gartley gets busted, very likely that's going to turn into a big butterfly, which will really take the markets down south. But it'll be great because we'll have the information. Right. We'll know. And if you took a look at the S&P this morning, it got real close to hitting exactly the bottom of that March 16th.
No, absolutely.
Coming in with the volume that we did yesterday, it's really great probability management, really great trade opportunity, really great trading range.
Yeah, it's huge.
Take a look at the trading range that we could be in, right?
That's huge. And folks, if you do, as we'll continue with the NASDAQ, if you look at the NASDAQ 100, what you had is that now when we went south yesterday, did it on 90 million shares, you're breaking a swing point with 98 million shares, and you're going into those bottoms out there, 176 million shares.
Yeah.
So the NASDAQ 100 needs a lot more juice in order to get into a lot lower price.
Absolutely.
What is happening in Europe? Europe is getting smoked out here again. Now, what's going to be real interesting is watching how the DAX reacts, because what we've had here, folks, is that the DAX has had big problems, and it came out of nowhere. We talked about it a couple of days ago. You had the flash crash, okay, and it came in, and it came in hard.
Yeah.
Now the DAX right now we're at 67.17, and it's just going into
that March 16th
level.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that March 16th level is no doubt is going to be a big number. Now you were talking about the yen.
Yes.
Now this is amazing, folks. This is absolutely amazing. Now Steve had brought up the yen 2 days ago, right? Now, if you actually, first off, go look at the yen, what you'll see is that, number one, it came right into the March 17th tsunami low.
Right.
Number two, though, which is more bizarre.
Right.
So check this out, folks. What is more bizarre, and Larry talks about this a lot, is that news follows the fibs. News follows the trend, basically.
That's right. Yeah.
What comes out yesterday is that all the Japanese ministers, right, start talking, saying, "Hey, no, we got to talk about this yen. We're not going to let this yen get any stronger."
Right.
Now they're yapping, no doubt.
Yeah.
They're yapping. But what I want you to get out of this is that the charts are where it's at.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, when, well, on this here, one of the things that we were really trying to point out was that, in the last 6-9 months, there's been intervention into the yen. That public intervention that we've known about.
Right.
The first shot was the Japanese doing it on their own.
Right.
Which
That's right.
it's kind of like a little no-no. Right. We got to do this as a group, right?
Yes.
And then the tsunami, then you had the group of nations,
right,
getting together and help out here. And look, it's a problem. It's a problem if this yen does break this area and continues to get stronger.
Well, it's amazing. So check this out. This is what's absolutely amazing, folks, is that, and this is totally counterintuitive if you pay attention to what everyone says about the United States. Japan has higher debt than their GDP than we do.
Absolutely, yeah.
Japan, has interest rates lower than we do, right?
Yes.
But yet their currency is so strong it's insane.
Absolutely.
So it's like, okay, how does this work? That is a disconnect, and it's a disconnect in a huge way.
Yeah.
If the correlation, if you're doing the same correlation in the United States versus the dollar, that's all I'm saying.
Well, exactly. And so, if you take a look at, their debt load,
right?
I mean, that's just, it's like a bug getting ready to hit a windshield.
Well, and the zombie banks. They've had the zombie banks since the Nikkei at its highs.
Yeah.
And we get zombie banks.
Yeah. Yeah.
What we also had last night is now the strongest currency out there, folks, had been the franc.
Right.
And the franc crashed last night.
Oh, I didn't see.
Yeah.
That.
What happened last night is that Switzerland went down on their interest rates.
Okay.
And the Swiss franc basically, well, when I say crashed, it was a very fast move for a currency move. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And bottom line is that this is all. It's not all about currencies, folks, but you absolutely want to get your head wrapped around currencies because it helps dramatically understanding how markets move.
Yeah. So if we've got the yen signaling to us, that it's at its lows and it's going to get weaker.
Yes.
Right. So it's going to get weaker.
That's right.
Which is
Which
means our dollar is going to get stronger.
That's right. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. It's a beautiful thing. Listen, folks, you stay right there. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow down 35 right now. Nasdaq's up 7. S&Ps are up 4.5. Gold's up 26. Silver's up $1.50. Bonds up 21.6. We're going to be right back, folks.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG. Launched in April, Ken Shreve's newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, has had an overwhelming response, and his outstanding results have not disappointed. Using his unique method of combining a fundamental review of sales and earnings with technical charting for entry and exits, Ken is posting multiple double-digit percentage gains. This month only, you can lock in the low introductory rate of $395 per year. Log on to TFNN.com today to gain instant access to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks newsletter.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit tfnn.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make. TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow off 87 right now. Nasdaq's off 23. S&Ps are off 10. Some heavy selling action out here, man.
Yeah, it is. Let's just take a look at the SPY. And if you go back to the high that we made on May 2nd,
yes.
What we've done now is we've just made a full 1-to-1 ABC down. The projection would have been at 124.70. It's trading right now 124.61.
And
so it's going to be, it needs to hold this area.
Yeah. Oh,
but it's nice to complete that AB equals CD, down there.
That's right. So you're
taking out the
8 point, meaning the
May 2nd.
I got it. Okay.
Coming down to the June 23rd.
Right.
All the way back up to the high that we made July 7th. So we got a 1-to-1 ABC pattern, right? Below that March 16th on lighter volume.
And so what you need now is a close above 125.28. That's what you're really looking for.
To get back
inside the range.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's nice to see.
Oh, no, it's
right?
huge, man.
It is nicer when the pattern's complete.
That's right.
That's
right. No, for sure. What does happen is this, folks. The A to B to C to D is absolutely crucial to complete, because if that baby doesn't complete, it wants to go, and whether it's a day, 2 days, 3 days after that, then all of a sudden it goes.
Yeah, and for us, because we believe that we're at a cycle date.
Right.
When you have the price work with time.
Right.
Which is why, from my standpoint, we really needed the market to pull back like we did yesterday.
Right.
Because then we were starting to get price close to the time sequence.
Right.
Now to be off by a day or
and
what
fast
have you.
Price destruction.
That's right.
Which we got.
Yeah.
Which we definitely got.
You won't find too many bulls in the marketplace anywhere.
No.
In the world. Right.
No, that's for sure.
Right?
That's for sure.
So you were talking about before, just how important it is, because when we're taking a look at the yen, just how important to understand the charts.
Yes.
Just even just some of the you know, you can take some of these concepts, and it's a lot to learn. Sometimes it feels like it's overwhelming, but you know, with shows like this, with your book, with the newsletters that we have, you know, it doesn't take long for people to, if they just focus on one of the principles, one of the concepts.
That's right.
If you just started with maybe just your ABCs, you know, because it's relatively easy to pick out swing points, you know, on a chart.
No, once you get it is. I'm with you.
Right?
No, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
But, you know, the whole thing is
well, that's where your webinars come in.
They do.
Right.
They do. And even in my, you know, my newsletters, you know, now what I'm primarily doing is giving daily, you know, video updates.
Okay, cool.
And going over the charts and showing the folks, you know, what
Right.
it is that I'm looking at, why we're doing what we're doing.
Right.
And what's always great is when I get the emails back from people, you know, where the light bulb's gone off.
Okay.
You know, because
Right.
there's nothing better, you know, because we're really trying to empower folks.
That's right.
Educate them.
That's right.
You know, teach them how to fish, you know, use us to, you know, ask questions or what have you.
Right.
But it's really a great feeling, you know, for us.
Oh, yeah.
When somebody's, oh, I see.
I get it.
You know,
I get it.
And all of us have been there.
Right.
We've all been through this.
Yep.
You know, where all of a sudden when you see it, and it's really a great feeling.
And folks, what you want to focus on is those swing points, you know, because those swing points are absolutely crucial. And, you know, Tiger's saying a swing point can be found in the rear view mirror, but that's not the fact. The swing point, folks, is in the front view mirror, okay? That's the swing point's in front of you all the time. You know where it is. And what you do is that you take the characteristic of that swing point and how are you coming into it. It's always how you come into something versus just hitting it.
Yeah.
Okay? Because are you coming into it with force, or you coming into it with weakness? Are you coming to it after huge acceleration down, or on the way up? Are you coming into that swing high with conviction?
Yeah.
If you don't come in with conviction, folks, it is not, well, to me, it is not a real break.
Well, it's
top
great.
side
It helps,
or bottom.
Yeah, I mean, it helps you understand, you know, supply demand.
That's right.
You know, and it helps you
true supply demand.
That's right.
That's
and
right.
it also helps you to understand, okay, if it's a successful test and it holds this level,
right?
Okay, then what does it have to do next? Where do you bounce from here?
That's right.
You know, and it's great. And you know, it's what trading is about. You know, what I love my subscribers to understand is that we don't need to get the exact tick at the top or the bottom in order to make money. You know, and it's so important to understand. That's why sometimes, you know, like we entered positions yesterday,
right?
You know, towards the end of the market after
right.
You know after 3 o'clock, and so with the right money management piece of it in there,
that's right.
Okay, which is really key.
That's right.
You know, that when you start understanding that, then you realize that you don't have to get that last tick, because even though we have these patterns, they don't always complete right where you want them to.
And the range.
And you still want to be inside the trade.
And the range here is so huge, folks. It's absolutely huge.
Yeah.
Listen, folks, don't forget you can get Steve's newsletter right here, right now. You can. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Volatility is key to any active trader's success. In today's market, volatility is king, and Tom O'Brien has been capitalizing on this market in both of his newsletters. For a brief 10-day period, we're opening up a 2-week free trial to both of Tom's newsletters to all listeners. Now is the perfect time to see how Tom uses volume analysis to capitalize on this trader's market with epic volatility on a daily basis. From now till August 10th only, you can sign up for a free trial to Tom O'Brien's newsletters, Market Insights, and the Gold Report, even if you've had a trial subscription previously. Usually this offer is only open to new customers, but we're so excited about the current market and the opportunities presented that we're opening up this offer to all returning customers as well for 10 days only. As a trader, now is the perfect time to act. Log on to tfnn.com today and you'll see a link directly on the front page for your 2-week free trial. Don't miss out on this one-of-a-kind opportunity in this one-of-a-kind market. Act today.
Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
So let's go to our man, Dan from Reading, Massachusetts. Dan, are you on the line?
I am. I got a call that I won that Great Panther getaway.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Hey. That's great. That's great. Did you believe you were going to be a winner?
I doubted it. I don't
did?
usually win, but pleased to win.
Starting Tuesday, June 21st through Labor Day, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only. One lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins.
Today's winner is Len Winograd from Hollandale, Florida. How are you today, Len?
Never better. I feel so good. I should be twins.
Congratulations. Beautiful silver coin. How long have you been listening to TFNN, Len?
I listen every day for the last 4 years.
Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for more information. Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow down 100 right now. Nasdaq's off 32. S&Ps are off 12. You got the DAX in Germany, folks, is off right now. It looks like it's $1.67. It's down 2.4, and the DAX in Germany it has been the leader out here, no doubt about it. We take a look at the SPY. The SPY is at that 124.17. And, you know, the last time that, even on the 10-minute, that was any juice here, folks, this is something to keep your eye on, is 125.49. So it's going to need a lot more juice right now. You know, we'll see whether it gets it or not. But no doubt the price destruction is in here, and is in here pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you know, yesterday we were talking about, or I had a email from one of our listeners, and I was talking about the importance of being able to, in order to, you know, we didn't really solve anything, you know, in Washington.
That's right.
With the debt issue. And I've been talking about the importance of us being able to truly grow revenues in order for us to get out of this.
Right.
And what the comment that came back was that, you know, that was a disagreement of that.
Okay.
In that what we really needed to do our way out of this was by cutting expenses.
Okay.
You know, by, you know, the spending cuts. And,
okay.
And I wanted to make sure that, you know, look, I agree that spending is out of control.
Right.
You know, in Washington. But you're only going to be able to cut spending so much. It's not going to solve the overall problem of being able to reduce the debt. At least in my thinking.
I think you're correct. Absolutely.
And I just want to make sure that, you know, because if one listener, you know, hears it one way, I just want to make sure that, you know, the people are hearing what it is that I'm saying, and how important it is, in my opinion, for us to get together as a team, as a group. Maybe it's using this medium as well, coming up with good ideas, ways for us to be able to, you know, because to just focus on the folks in Washington and to focus on trying to fix that. It's not. You know, we're focused on the wrong thing.
It's not.
You know, it's really got to be us as a larger group You know, and coming up with, you know, there are ways to solve this.
That's right.
There absolutely are ways to solve this. There are revenue ways to solve this. They're different, they're unique, but we've got to come together, you know, as a people. It's kind of like the whole center middle, if you will.
No, no,
I'll leave the people on the outskirts.
And, well, what gets interesting here, folks, is this. Is that, you know, you hear the argument day and night is that, okay, do we raise taxes so we cut revenues, right? What I've found is this, and this was growing up in Boston, right?
Yeah.
What happens, folks, is this, is that it seems that everyone that has, well, let's put it this way, if I go back, everyone that had a lot of money, right, what they want is that, now I'll put this in quotes as like a liberal, okay?
Yeah.
What they want is that they want to push money into cities, and they think that government can solve the problems.
Right.
Okay? Now, my take on that is this. All as that did, and I saw it happen, okay? All it did is take people's independence away. And what that's about, folks, is that what that's about, though, is depending on government so they get the vote. And that is not true independence. That is not where it's at. And that doesn't help anyone at all. Now, you know, we can agree or disagree with that, but I seen it firsthand. I worked with a lot of inner city kids when I was young, okay? I took them, I lived with them, okay? And the bottom line is that absolutely didn't help them versus getting real production, getting real jobs, and giving everyone a shot. Because if you just keep getting, if you do a certain deal in order to get money, that's a culture that's going to keep going on, and that's what my take is anyway. That's what many liberals like to do.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Then you know. So that's a big problem, and that does not. That grows government. It doesn't grow the United States.
Yeah. Which is why I was wow.
This market's getting hammered, folks.
Yeah,
We're down $1.57 right now. Nasdaq's off 46. Let's see what we got here. So you got the S&P's down $1.50. You got Dow down $1 1/3. Let's see if we got any
juice behind it. Not a lot.
Any ticks going here. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. Sit awake one more day.
Launched in April, Ken Shreve's newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, has had an overwhelming response, and his outstanding results have not disappointed. Using his unique method of combining a fundamental review of sales and earnings with technical charting for entry and exits, Ken is posting multiple double-digit percentage gains. This month only, you can lock in the low introductory rate of $395 per year. Log on to TFNN.com today to gain instant access to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks newsletter.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Let's see, we got a market here, no doubt. You get the Dow off 150, NASDAQ off 45, S&P's off 15, and let's see, we got the trend is running at 2.17, which will give you over 11 bucks. We had a 4.48 yesterday, and what a 4.48 is that everyone is selling the exact same stocks. This is what bottoms are made out of. So it's going to be interesting watching this whole thing shake out.
Yeah, you got small caps just made a butterfly, 1.272 butterfly off that March 16th low.
Look at that.
You know, so that's actually a nice setup.
And see, the small caps were telling us yesterday it was coming in with way too much volume.
Yeah, yeah.
95 million folks. It was coming into that swing point, and that swing point had 126 and had 84. That's the March 16th. And then the June 24th and 25th had 89. So it was barreling into that baby with some real juice.
Yeah, so we got a nice butterfly there. So we'll see what happens.
Let's go do some horseback riding. We want to go to Wyoming, go to Yellowstone. We'll talk to Larry. Larry, what's going on?
That's right. I'm just, I'm so curious. I want your input on this weekly chart on the SPY. When I did a basic fib from the 09 4-year cycle low to the seasonal cycle top of April of 10, it did an exact 38.2 retrace to the July low on the weekly, and then it just did it right now this morning again from that seasonal low to the May high. It just did a 3.82 weekly fib retrace. I mean, if history holds, this would be a bottom, yes?
Which day are you looking at on the weekly for? Or which are you looking at December? Where are you looking at?
From February 09's low.
No, it's down with the last one. I think he understands what he's saying there. But what is the last one you're saying is a 0.382?
And then the last seasonal cycle low was mid-May of 10. And if you make this seasonal cycle top the May top, you have today, right now on a weekly, a 38.2 retracement.
When you say seasonal cycle, what does that mean?
I read some books by Brezert chart. He made some good charts, and he broke Dow cycles into a 4-year cycle made of 4 seasonal cycles, usually of which the fourth is a down. And then, so when you counted in 09, that was a 4-year seasonal cycle low, followed by, we're into our second seasonal cycle top. They're just roughly 12 months long.
Are you talking about Walter Bressett?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I read a book on his years ago before I knew. It helped a lot.
Walter's a great guy. I know Walter great. I know him and his wife. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is the 09 was a 4-year cycle low, followed by 1 seasonal cycle rally up, which topped in April. And if you look, it retraced a Fibonacci 382, and that was the low for the next seasonal cycle year run, and that topped this May. And we just did this morning a 38.2 retrace. And if you lay both.
Yeah, if you come off of the lows here on our charts, if you come off of it from July of 2010, and the low there we had was 101.13, and you go all the way up to the May highs, you bring that back, and then the 0.382 is 123.41. So yes,
right
absolutely,
now.
that was hit today, this morning.
And so, what meaning do you pull into that stuff?
Well, first it depends what it does from here, you know. So if you're taking a look at a weekly chart, you know, we would take a look at volume as well, you know, as it's coming to that area. But, you know, if you're taking a look at, that's typically going to be your first floor that you're going to stop at. So if you're just looking at the weekly chart, you know, it would be normal that here's where you would stop, and then you would bounce up from here. Now, you could bounce up and try to take out the May highs if you do that on volume, and then the market's going to go higher. If you go up to the May highs and you do it on light volume, you know, maybe we're just simply in a consolidation, and then we take a look at where was the volume the highest. Was the volume higher at the highs, or was the volume higher at the lows? And then that gives us an indication of, you know, where that next move might come. But whenever you're using these Fibonacci tools, the retracement tools, you take a look at that 382, 618, 786. They're just floors. And typically, you know, the strength of the move, if you stop at that first level and then you bounce, that's normal. If you come crashing through that, it's telling you you've got a stronger move up or down, depending on which way you're looking at the retracement.
And, you know, Larry, I would be in the take that, this is not going to be, what he's saying, folks, is that when you get a seasonal low that you are going higher, period, okay? I'm not in that camp. And the reason being is that what Steve just explained. We've been building cause to break this whole thing out. Now, I am absolutely in the camp that we're going to bounce out of here, that we get a low here right now, that this S&P, even the SPY at that 125.38, somehow it's going to basically stay inside that level. What we also have there is 1.5 billion shares on the weekly basis. Now, right now, it's going to need some monster volume to get even close to that. Right now, we're only dealing with an aspect of, you got 600 million, 900 million. Well, actually, it could get pretty close. It could get pretty close. Right now, we are dealing with, depending what comes in today, you know, if you had 2 more days of this, you could get 1.5 billion. If Friday lightens up, then you get, you know, 1.3 billion or something.
But we do have some synergies that are out there. I mean, if you just go over to the Q chart right now, the daily Q chart, that March 16th high was 55.34. And where we got down to this morning was 55.35. God, you got to love these numbers.
Yeah.
Now, I would have preferred it got to 55.33.
Can I just ask one more question and then let you guys go? Why is the VIX in the last 2 days not spiked to like a Chapman Wave 4 top? I mean, what's going? I don't understand. You guys have explained it. I can't get it. The market's tanking. The VIX. You would think people are buying options, puts like crazy or something.
Okay, you're under the wrong perception of what the VIX is. The volatility index, okay, has to do with the puts and the calls of the first month and the second month of expiration going out. It's just not one deal. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so, you know, the VIX is an indication of volatility, but the VIX itself has moved. I mean, you know, the VIX, you know, you're at 24 right now, that the VIX moved from 15. That's a huge move in itself. And I don't know what you're looking for it to move to, you know, but unless we come down 400 or 500 points, you know, the VIX is not going to basically, you know, jump up another 40 points.
Yeah.
Okay, have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Bye.
This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, folks. We have the Dow right now down 125. Nasdaq's off 37. S&Ps are off 11.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
You've heard Bud Rolfs give his expert technical analysis of the stock market on the radio. Now you can have his superior trading advice and his best stock picks delivered right to your desktop every week with his newsletter, The Torch. Using his own trademarked Warpath trading system, Bud will help you to increase your odds of making and saving money in the markets with powerful stock selection, stock analysis, and trading plan strategies. Published every Monday morning, each issue of The Torch features full-color charts in an easy-to-follow format. You will also receive not only the big picture of what's going on in the major markets and critical sectors, but also featured stock picks with complete trading plans and technical setups, as well as the Subscribers Corner, where Bud analyzes stocks submitted by subscribers. Visit TFNN.com today and receive your 2-week free trial of The Torch. That's a $75 value. Sign up now and make sure you receive all the great market analysis and winning trade ideas in every action-packed issue of The Torch from Bud Rolfs.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40. Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow down 98, Nasdaq's off 29, S&Ps are off 12, and bottom line, folks, you got some action out here, and there's good action
out here.
There's good action, man.
Yeah.
And what you have, you know, let's say if you look at the SPY. What you have with the SPY, you're banging out 126 million shares right now. The number that you're looking for to get back inside is the 125.28. What you have on a 10-minute basis is this, is that the bottom line, the SPY wants to get up to 128.07. You're at 124.42.
Right.
The last, you had the downdraft of yesterday. Now, what happens here is this, folks. You had a downdraft with 36 million, which got you into 125.49. Well, bottom line is that it's going to be back up there by the time, let's see, it's Basil's on next. By the time Basil's finishing up, you're going to be at 125.49. And that's another point up from where we are, which I know sounds insane, folks, but watch how this shakes out. And the reason I'm saying it is this. We had 36 million shares on a 10-minute there, right?
Yeah, right.
When we got trashed this morning,
right.
you had 21 million shares, and then it tried to get back into that with 17 million.
Right.
You know, so, you know, you don't have to buy at this point. You can actually wait for it to retest that low, but I suspect most of the damages are already done because the fear is out there, you know, and it's out there good. And that's what you need. You need good fear. You need fast downdrafts. to basically shake the bull's tree.
Yeah, in nice patterns, nice patterns that have completed, the small caps.
Well, the small, you brought a huge, that's a huge
that
one.
Butterfly. Look how it's bounced out of there already.
That's a huge one. That butterfly is an absolute huge one.
Right? Look at it bounce out of there right now. So that's, when you take a look at how the weakest index is performing, that's what's really giving you a nice clue.
It is. Right? Because the small caps, the IWM, folks, has just gone from 74.88 to 75.93.
Yeah.
Big number.
Yeah.
Big number.
So it is nice, and so we had the cycle date come in yesterday. We have the patterns, the actual patterns complete today.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
It's amazing, man.
Really good thing.
It really is amazing.
Yeah, really good thing.
It's, look at this, 93. So percentage-wise, this is where we stand right now. So the DAX, no, okay, this is really important now. Check this out, folks.
The DAX doing, yeah?
The DAX is history. Now, the DAX, here's divergence, and this is just, pay attention to this, folks, because let me tell you something. The DAX is off 3.5%, and we're going counterintuitive. We're going up. That is showing this baby is going to not only bounce, it's going to bounce in a huge way. Because what happens is that there's a total disconnect right now. And it's a huge disconnect because when we started the program, the DAX was only down 1.9%. The DAX is down 3.5% right now.
Yeah.
That correlation took our markets down, but you can see what happens is that inside the DAX there's a problem. And it's what does happen inside the DAX in general, folks, is this. Is that the weighting structure, the DAX is like the Dow, it's only 30 members, okay?
Right.
But the weighting structure is huge into Volkswagen and Porsche.
Yeah.
And today, that is one of the largest movers downtown. And it's kind of a weird indice because of that, We've got a trader's paradise, man.
Oh, we do. Like I say, when you're able to put tests together, you got the butterfly, you got the Qs coming down and just almost tagging the March 16th.
Right.
Low that we've got there, and you can see that's bouncing up nicely. Absolutely. Great trading range. Great trading range.
Well, it's going to get interesting. Let's go over just quickly. We'll look at the Rand dollar. And the Rand dollar, folks, of course, that has to do with the South African miners. The Rand dollar right now is out 6.70, and the bottom line is that wants to make its way into the $7 area. You stay right there, folks, as we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next, and then Larry Pesavento.
Great day, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll be here tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and I'd love to hear from you.
Tiger TV, Channel 1, folks. Get your popcorn, sit down, and relax. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Make some trades, folks.